Good morning and welcome to WPNN. I'm Alyssa Phillips. William Penn was recently visited by Lone Fendel, where he took part in the Bean Lecture Series and gave 2 lectures that were both open to the public. Fendel is the presiding clerk and Sunday school teacher at the West Chehalem Church in Newburgh, Oregon. He did his undergrad at George Fox University and earned his master's and doctorate degrees in history at the University of Oregon. Fendel was at the Penn to speak to students, faculty, and community members about his time in Africa, as well as the best ways to deal with conflict and resolution. The lecture series was established through a donation by Yourcell and Maxine Bean in 2008, and was aimed to engage interest about Quaker principles and philosophies. If you're looking for a way to give back, the student government will be sponsoring a blood drive by the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center. The blood drive will be held on Tuesday, March 29th from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the PAC basketball courts. To schedule an appointment, contact Leslie Hernandez or Crystal Campos or call Levi Tarbo at 641-295-8182. Anyone wishing to participate must have a photo ID and is asked to eat and drink plenty of water. The men's basketball team recently ended their season a lot sooner than what they had hoped to, when they lost to number 1 seed Georgetown at the NAIA Division I National Championships. Number 3 seed William Penn managed to make it to the Elite 8, but with the 99-80 loss to the Tigers, William Penn was unable to advance any further. Everything that worked for the Statesmen in the first half stopped working in the second half. The Tigers managed to open with a 14-2 run. Penn was outshot 47.9% to 36.8% and out-rebounded 51-42. This marks only the 4th time that the nation's top rebounding team was on the losing side. Penn ends the season with the notable losses ending careers of Shane Bosek, Brady Burford, Josh Caldwell, Jeff Drew, Jake Gunther, Jesse Purnell, Stephen Roundtree, Davion Scott, Stephen Smith, and Sam Sykes. The Statesmen closed the season with a 29-7 record and marks the 2nd most wins in program history. Every year, most teams have to deal with the loss of senior athletes. The William Penn men and women's track and field team is no stranger to graduating great athletes. WPNN was able to get a closer glimpse on the impact of 2 particular track star athletes.
The temperature is starting to rise, which means the 2016 spring season is underway. Though it's still early in the William Penn outdoor track and field season, it's hard to ignore the fact that with the group of 18 seniors, both the men and women's teams will be losing 2 of their top scorers, Ochung Akwe and Tara Alexander.
He's ran for us for a long time, it seems like. He's been a big, solid part of our team, especially our distance group and our cross-country group. So, you know, with him being a senior and getting ready to leave, it's, you know, there's some big shoes to fill there.
A repeat cross-country national qualifier, Akwe comes into his final track season with an indoor All-Midwest Collegiate Conference title in both the 5,000-meter and 10,000-meter dash from his 2015 season.
He's always scoring points in the 5K and the 10K when it comes to outdoor. And then indoor, he'll do anything from the mile up to the 5K, mile, 3K, 5K. He's always been a heavy hitter and a big point getter for us on the distance side of things, and it's gonna be tough to replace him.
Alexander also has a number of trophies under her belt.
I think she exceeded our expectations. She can win any event that she's in, you know, and she's done that. So she can garnish, like I said, 20 to 30 points for us, depending on what event she's in.
Recently, she placed an indoor time of 3 minutes and 8.34 seconds in the 1,000-meter dash, breaking an almost 30-year record placed by Desiree Orwig.
Very humble, doesn't like the spotlight at all, despite all her successes. And the same with OC. She's been an integral part of this team, and she's going to be missed too, seeing as how she's a senior.
For WPNN, I'm Alyssa Phillips. The first meet of the outdoor season will be in Des Moines, Iowa at the Grandview Invitational Friday. It has been a quiet few months for the WPU's men's soccer team so far this semester, but with games coming up against strong opposition, the team has been stepping up their preparation for some big challenges ahead. First up, on April 9th, the team has the chance to test themselves against NCAA Division I Drake University. They will then travel to Midlands University on April 16th. Penn lost 4-0 to the Warriors in their first game of the fall 2015 season and will be looking for a better result this time around. With just over 2 weeks before the kickoff of their spring season, the soccer team will be working hard to get good results. We'll be keeping you updated on the soccer team's progress and results this semester. After a successful showing in Arizona, the Statesman baseball team plans to keep their bats hot to be able to take over the Hart Conference in upcoming games. The men's team is supporting a 13-6 record and a 4-2 in the Hart Conference. Great pitching from pitchers like senior Logan Overly with a 2-0 record and 18 innings pitched and a .49 ERA, which is the best on the team. But also junior Frankie Nunez, which leads the team in wins and strikeouts. Also junior Anthony York, which also leads the team with batting averages, hits, runs, slugging percentages on the base percentage and stolen bases. But other great batters have come to the plate for Penn seniors like Robert Palacio, junior William Vasquez, and senior J.P. Rojas, and junior Corey Russell, which leads the team in RBIs. All the batters are all batting above a .335 percentage, keeping the runs coming from the Statesmen. Penn takes to the diamond again this Friday against the Avila Eagles in a doubleheader action at home starting at 1 p.m. Looking to build off the last year's appearance in the MCC Conference Final Four, the Statesman softball team are in a new division and new players are increasing expectations. The Statesmen 9-2 and 1-1 in Hart Conference, despite being on the losing end of their record, have displayed that talent while being able to turn it around. Leading the way for the Statesmen softball team is sophomore Cheyenne Coco, who lead the team in the home runs with 2 on the year and second on the team in RBIs with 11. She's not alone. Junior Cody Johnson, junior Kayla Browning, and senior Marissa Pereira are doing their parts for the blue and gold and getting points on the board, with all of them battling over .35 for their averages. Penn also has the pitching to turn their record around, with junior Elizabeth Whitetaker with a 1.8 ERA over 13 games pitched, followed by freshman Tabitha Scott, which is supporting a 2.84 ERA over 4 games pitched. Penn takes to the diamond again this Thursday against Asperge Saints in Clinton, Iowa at 5 p.m. That's all for this week. Catch us again next time to hear about what's going on around William Penn's campus.